What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is FOMC live trading. Let's begin today's FOMC session as news coming up in a couple of minutes. So first of all, we'll be starting with all the important pairs. Now, before I begin, this is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. So make sure that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So as you can see, there is already a massive spike happen in the meantime with this FOMC. As you can see, this is always happen all the time, very regular case. Now we had that massive trade early today in NY session, and after triggering our trade from that zone, the price had a spike to the upside. Now this is spike, you can see the pre-FOMC spike is basically liquidity gathering, and that spike in fact is a sign of further drop. Now if we just firstly review our calendar, what we see that this is the calendar which is coming in my zone in 20 minutes time. So fund rate, FOMC statement, and at 4:30 a.m. also FOMC press conference. So tomorrow morning in my zone, could be in a couple of hours, coming euro, and in the night USD. So basically euro, dollar, and gold might be very volatile. So the way you can see, this is a pure spike in this time that we have seen. This is spike on gold, basically a pure liquidity grab. You can see it had just crossed this high and then again started to drop. So liquidity, as I mentioned, is the key here. Now as you can see, the price after this back-to-back two spike on the daily, again trying to break to the downside. I think that gold might come down with this spike because it has done twice to the upside the spike. We could see that the spike now might come to the downside on gold, and it might take the price to the daily 20 EMA. Okay, so if we look at 15 minutes, we have last two candles before starting this session. Now also before the 4 hour, the 4 hour is let me delete the previous sessions trade that we have taken. Now this candle is closing in 18 minutes. All right, and as soon as this candle close, we will see another one, which is the starting of FOMC. Now what I think that, guys, we might see that a spike down as well from here based on how this candle is closing. If this one is closing as a, let's say, as a doji like that, very highly likely that we could see that a spike down and a spike up, both of them. And you might see a doji here. So let's keep eye on the lower time frame price action. In this lower time frame, for me, I see that potentially downside on gold at the moment. Okay, because if you look at the daily, you see the price has broken this high twice on the daily, and already it formed this long wick candle on the daily, and this is the last couple of hours of the daily candle. So it could very highly likely that the price might come down to the daily 20 EMA. Okay, so we'll be really keen to see that, the potential downside on gold. But I think that how this candle is closing 4 hours is very important. It will be really important, because one thing that we have seen this double bottom here. Now from this neckline it is trying to form another bullish price action. What I think that, okay, the price might going up and then coming down. Okay, there is a probability to this daily 20 EMA and then going up. All right, so it will be also depending on some of the fundamental factors that we will be considering very soon. All right, so how are you going, guys? Let me know before the FOMC what's your opinion as well. It was a great trading session as well. In the previous session we had a massive trade on gold, and I hope that everyone enjoyed this trade. Thank you, Dr. Binaya. Hello, coach, thanks for that. Good evening. Thank you, good evening. Yeah, thank you again, coach. Thank you very much. Hello, how are you? Hello. Coach, you wanna buy gold at 5 seconds before? It is very important to see first of all which way the spike will be. Thank you very much, Mohanad. Thank you, coach, for your effort. Thumbs up. Thank you very much, Mohanad, for your appreciation. It's good to see that all of you are here. Good afternoon. Thank you, Gbpusd, coach, AUD I'm short. Okay, I'm already in short position on gold. Okay, Felix, you're short on gold. Okay, euro dollar might down. Okay, hello, coach. Thank you. I think after FOMC they're gonna put the rate in 5.5. okay, so share your ideas, guys. What do you think? Okay, very good. Thank you. Smart money concept, absolutely smart money concept works. If the interest rate is rise 0.2%, it is strong. Good. Okay, so I'd like to prediction analysis. Okay, very good. Thank you for being here. Okay, so what do you see that now? Last 15 minutes of the 4-hour candle on gold. We have seen multiple times the price tested the 20 EMA. I will be looking at that. Hello, coach. Thank you, Jane. The rate hikes are expected, so how can I get training? Farid, you can get training very easily. So if you want to join the mentorship, you can do that. This is you can easily do it if you go to our website, forextradingwizard.com. okay, I can give you the mentorship website address. So this is the mentorship website address. Once you are on the website, I also pinned that website address at the top. So once you're on the website, click join now button, then you will be able to access our academy. So, and also I would recommend you to join the lifetime if you want to access all the trading tools as well. I think that we might see with the spike, might see the downside first and then moving up. The price already made significant movement to the upside, and if you look at the 15 minutes, it gathers liquidity twice from the top. So there is a probability for breaking the low first. Okay, this is the support level in gold, and very you can see that on the 1 hour chart as well. So very nicely, after this drop has gone up again, gathered again liquidity. So this 1 hour candle is closing in 11 minutes. So if we look at okay, so from the bigger picture perspective, with that of gold, let's see what others instrument are doing, especially DXY is very important. Now you can see DXY, this is a local breakdown on DXY, because when we look at the DXY, we know that exactly how the market is evolving. You see that this is the DXY, and from the daily, initially we have seen the drop. Now from the 4 hour perspective, with this breakdown, okay, to the locally. Now this is what I was talking about earlier today, that if DXY breaking locally, we could see that after breaking this local support, we might see that DXY is heading to the upside, okay? And because it gathered liquidity, now we could see some bullish move. At least we can expect a spike here to the resistance level again, because the trend is up yet. So that could lead gold to come down in that direction, and then later to get the spike to the upside. So what we see that currently on gold, which is reflecting, as we see DXY is preparing for an upside movement. Now if we look at a very lower time frame on gold, you see this is a from 5 minutes, it gathered liquidity here as well, okay, has broken this high, and then with this break of this high, this is the 5 minute chart, slowly turning towards the downside. So yeah, I see potentially downside still. I see potentially downside here, okay? Let's quickly look at other instrument. Let me know which one you are looking at. I think all of them getting very volatile at the moment. Okay, thanks for being here, and give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Yeah, I think we might see that downside, and it will be a very good zone if the spike is down for a potential buying from the daily support. This is the daily 20 EMA here. Thank you. Expecting the gold to 1942. Okay, very good, thank you for that. Currently we are expecting gold to bear. I'm expecting gold to down initially. What time on your local zone? Thank you very much. Can they help? It's early in the morning. Thank you. Thank you, sir. No problems. Khalid, can coach if a USD will be stronger, the gold will fall, and rate hike is confirmed, then why are not selling gold now? So you see that, no, look, because the market is, as I mentioned, the market is moved by the big boys, the banks, hedge funds. They normally react a bit slower than the retail traders. So even the rate, changes or important decision coming up, they will take time to analyze the data to find out exactly which one is in fact it's going to happen. So it's important that because banks or hedge funds, institutional trader, they take time to make a decision. Okay, so that's why we might not see that instant movement, but there could be a spike, which is we see, which is happening. Okay, so thank you. Spike down to 9. But Kadir, that's what 19. If it drops to the 1950, which is a probability to happen, then definitely we could see that upside. Your order. Thank you very much. Gbpusd, euro, dollar. Okay. We'll be looking at all of them. Favor this week. I'm not trading cause no big news. Thank you, Laura. Eric, they are dumping the XYB for FOMC. Okay, so you see that lower time frame price action, we see that downside, which is very prominent. Let me look at, in the meantime, GBPUSD. Okay, GBPUSD from the daily so far, after previous day's bullish candle, today has made significant movement upside and downside. I think that as we see that potentially downside on gold, GBPUSD might come down as well. I think it will be downside initially, and then later we might see that movement. We could see a daily doji with this spike. So all the instrument might behave almost in the similar way. Now you can see AUD/USD already has dropped well below. This is the daily candle on AUD/USD. After the daily close, you can see the price even couldn't break the daily high. Instead, the price has significant drop. I think it's gonna come down further on AUD/USD. You can see this is a price action on AUD/USD forming series of lower high and lower low. On NZD/USD, it already created a pattern which is potentially reversal here. You see there is a, this is what I was discussing early today, that NZD/USD has formed this doji, and we could see after breaking this high downside on NZD/USD, you can see the price after this doji started to drop. So all the USD pairs, we see the DXY is up, and with that upside, euro dollar, you can see back to back 2 doji below this 20 EMA, and then it started to drop. So this doji on euro dollar also downside. Now spike is the key. Let's look at gold again, because we got an idea of GBPUSD, euro dollar, AUD/USD potentially downside. Okay, so we could see that reflecting on gold to go downside potentially, but the spike could be very strong. Now you can see that price action showing bearish. Okay, for me, I would say that this is coming down. Let's find out. In fact, from price action perspective, which way it's heading down. We need to wait for the spike, guys, so make sure that you are patient enough. Sangam, thank you very much for your appreciation. US30, thanks for that. Good. Gold news is coming. Yeah, I think gold will spike down to 1956, then trend up. Thank you. I'm very happy that you are live right now. I'm Don. Don Rohim. Okay, we see that spike downside started with the 4-hour candle. Rohim, very good question. Yeah, that when you realize that you need to learn, I think that you are in the right path. Absolutely, it took me almost 3.5 years to become a consistently profitable trader. It's a very regular time. A trader at least need 2 to 3 years to see the profit, and that's how trading is. But it's a rewarding, so I would say that just to be patient. Okay, so that is spike started from that level. Okay, so that's the upside. I think that's gonna go on both sides. The initial spike to the upside might bring it to the downside. Now this 15 minutes candle is crucial. Let's see, guys, be patient. Okay, there could be a spike on all sides, so we'll be looking at the data as well as the price action to interpret the market. Okay, so you see that result has come out here on found rate is 5.5%. so the prediction was the forecast was 5.5%, the release is 5.5%, so there isn't any major change on the rates. Okay, so actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So you see that there isn't any change in the data. So let's see how it is impacting overall movement in the market. So it is pumping up. Okay, so you got a news here. Increase the interest rate by 25 bps. What's your opinion? Let me know, guys. Let me see the news side here. Okay, okay, so Fed hiked by 25 bps to 5.5%. So there is a rate hike. recent indicator suggests that economic activity has been extending at moderate price. Okay, so here are the statement here, press release. Let me see what's the outcome. Yeah, USD is just okay. So here is very crucial to see how it is impacting the DXY. Okay, let me see a couple of candles on the lower time frame will give us an idea. So 5 minutes. For me, the best zone to go long will be the daily support, and I think that you see the price. This is the 15-minute chart, and it's forming series of lower high. So this is a, for me, it's a bearish pattern. Now this candle close is crucially important, how it is closing, but the way it is forming, gathering liquidity from the top. Now here the most important part to look at is which way the price is gathering liquidity from. Okay, this is the resistance here, and we see that market is gathering liquidity from the top. I still think that gold might come down first and then could go up. Let's see. Let me know what's your idea too. If we look at euro dollar, also testing the 20 EMA on the 4-hour. If we look at daily, tested the daily high, trying to break to the downside. And if we look at GBP USD, where GBP USD initially has broken support, and if I look at all of them, and ZUSD also trying to break the high, AUD USD. Okay, so in all of them you see gold again trying to break. Very highly likely you could see that downside movement first. If you look at this structure on gold, resistance, so series of higher low, series of lower high, right? So still in a sideways. Now as the daily candle closing coming, it's very important to first look at the daily price action. Okay, now from the daily, and bigger picture, again if we look at bigger picture on the monthly as well and the weekly, so if it spikes to the downside, then we even could see that it's breaking the weekly low, which is also a probability to happen, though it's very far. But once the market structure is broken, we could see that gold breaking all this low. Okay, so 15 minutes candle closing in 5 minutes time. It's crucially important to see. There will be some still in a sideway here. You can see purely sideway. We need to see a break of this sideway movement. There's a so 4:30 a.m. is very important to see. So if you look at the calendar on, so it's still moving in a sideway. Okay, need to see break of this level, and then we will be able to see the clear direction. I think you can see slowly gathering liquidity from the resistance. The price has crossed multiple times this resistance. Intraday price action, we saw this one was first liquidity grab breaking this high, and then there is another one also long week candle, and also maintaining series of higher low in that direction. Okay, so it's still on a sideway movement. We can see this level here, which is the neckline of this pattern. What's your idea, guys? Let me know. Thank you. In which market session what two currency pair must be traded? In which market session? Okay, so I think that Patrick, in London session and New York session, you can trade all the currency pairs. I think regardless of session, you can trade all the currency pairs based on, because all the currency pairs traded in all market situations. So it depends on what kind of trader you are is also very important. For example, USD pairs can be traded in all market situation, but if you are trading any kind of exotic pair, that could be a bit different. But yeah, so if you are a swing trader or day trader, I don't see any issue trading in any market situation. But in early Asian session there will be low volume, so if you are scalping, that could be a little bit of issue. Otherwise, I would say that you can trade in any situation. I think going down for liquidity grab. Okay, thanks for that. So this is a very important. Still we have another euro dollar. Okay, should I sell euro dollar? I don't check announcement. Cool, thank you very much. Okay, as I mentioned, the gold is now is completely in a sideway, so we need to see that it has broken this structure. Here how it is preparing will determine which way it's gonna be heading. Now this level can, this structure can be broken to the downside or can be broken to the upside. All right, based on how it breaks, you will see that movement. Okay, we saw you can see every candle is forming inside bar, so which is in this lower time frame, it's in a sideway. Once you see the break of this consolidation, you'll be able to see that movement in the market. Let me know, what do you think, which way gold is going to break? It's gonna drop or it's gonna go up again? What's your opinion? Jane, the Q&A is the most important one. We don't know what's the situation. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that's the main point here. Will USD be strong? Let's see, is the market, is it making inverted head and shoulder? It's in a consolidation, completely in a sideway, but there is a probability for both sides. For me, I would say that gold might come down first, breaking this low, and then we could see that bullish move. But until I see that very good price action confirmation, we have to wait it to see exactly which way the market is heading. I'll open this mouth within 15 minutes. Okay, yeah, thank you for that. So if gold wanted to go up, then it would have reached 2050 after having DXY 19, I think, monthly look. Okay, I think gold will go up. Thank you very much. Okay, so we see that probably, okay, that's good that we have both sides. Joe, I think gold will go down to 1963. Okay. All right. We see it's still moving in a sideways, still forming inside bar. So inside bar means that the market in fact preparing for still in a consolidation on the lower time frame. Let it breaks out. Okay, so let it first break out, and in the meantime give a big thumbs up guys, and also subscribe to the channel for all the content that we are releasing. And also if you want to join regulated broker, our recommended broker is EvaTrade. They are regulated. You can join EvaTrade using the link in the description, and also I'm giving a link in the live chat. So once you click the link, you can register for free and then start trading with a regulated broker. So I would always recommend to do that. So if once you are on the registration, you can use a partner code Wizard. So code Wizard in the registration process for a 20% bonus on your account if you're in the eligible country. So gold, you can see it's maintaining. This is the 5-minute chart, series of lower high and also series of higher low. And the way this structure has formed, I think gold may not be able to break the high. Instead, we could see that down. Thank you, euro dollar. Can you confirm that is gold forming bullish flag? In what time frame? Bullish flag that you are seeing? You know, I see that gold purely in a sideways. You see, this is the 5-minute chart, and if you look at from longer bigger picture, you see that it is in this narrow range yet. All right, I don't see any structure yet, so it's a purely sideways, but possibility for me to break to the downside. Okay, that's what we potentially could see. Euro USD. Okay, so euro dollar also showing bearish price action. If you look at the daily, the price has reached the daily high and slowly turning towards the downside. So if gold is going down initially, you could see euro dollar also forming this bearish price action. And NZD USD, from the daily we see that bearish candle. So this is the 4-hour candle on NZD USD after the doji. The price now, you know, forming that another bearish candle, and this pattern here on NZD USD with this liquidity gathering, we saw that sharp drop slowly, and that drop could lead NZD USD to continue to drop. So you know, if we see that NZD USD is coming down, so that is basically gold is downside, because they almost move in the same way. What's up? Okay. Okay, we see that manifestation for downside. Now this is the 15 minutes doji. After closing that candle, we can expect that move. And now we see, for me, as the price is, to predict a movement, we need to see, let's say, the trend and the liquidity, which way the market is gathering. Now if you see that market gathering liquidity from the resistance, very chances that the price will move towards the support zone. This is a rule of thumb. Okay, so in 5 minutes you could see a bit more volatility. Gold might, yeah, that's what's happening. So you see now slowly the price is breaking out of this consolidation. Jatanda, every day all the trades that I open, I do share with in the VIP. So all the trades that I open every day, I share in the VIP with entry, stop loss, and take profit. So if you want to be part of our trading community, there is a link in the description area, and also first link at the top of the chat. You can click the link and then visit the website, and then you can start trading with us. So just once you're on the website, click join now button and you'll be able to join us. So you can see that slowly the market trying to break towards the downside. Let's see the daily chart in relation to daily, where the price is. Okay, so the breakout is to the downside, could be very highly likely. For those who joined today first time, give a big thumbs up, guys, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do open quite a few live trade in our NY session. Probably you enjoyed this trade. We had a massive profitable trade from here in our New York session time, and from that zone it has given us 2 times on this one, and then it has gone up again after giving us the profit. we saw another liquidity trigger. So back to back, quite a few times liquidity trigger from the top, pushing gold towards the downside. So if you know that how the liquidity works, you can simplify your trading, which is very easy to understand, because the market moves from liquidity to liquidity. Now as the price gather liquidity multiple times from the resistance, there could be downside. There is a chance of break to the breakdown, and we can expect an initial 30 minutes candle on gold. We can see that it cross two 30 minutes candles high. So this is you can see this is a 30 minutes candle. For me, it's a potentially bearish candle. Okay, this is a price grab, liquidity here. So we could see potentially drop to this level where there is the daily support. Okay, so this is this 30 minutes candle. See, it has a long wick at the top, cross to important liquidity zone, and form a long wick at the bottom. So there is a now if it violates that candle, so we see that volatility coming now. Yeah, so when Powell speaks, there will be very high volatility. Now let's find out how his speech is being interpreted is very important. Keep in mind, guys, this time the market might defy the logic. Okay, so we see gold. Let's see what's happening with Gbpusd, another instrument. Now Gbpusd previous session has formed this bullish candle from the daily. Okay, I think Gbpusd also potentially downside. There is a probability it's in a sideway, but if you look at 4 hour, we can see there is a bearish candle correction. We can expect downside on GBP/JPY. Can fundamental changes direction for your look. If the trend changes, then there is a probability, because FOMC basically what it does, it creates a lot of a spike, all right, and with that spike the price gathered huge liquidity, and we see that potential direction. Because when you see, for example, the price, if you look at the daily on gold, if the price break this all this low, test the 20 EM and close as a doji, it normally trigger liquidity. So here the main goal here for us is to look as which way the market is gathering liquidity, right? The more for the always it, when it creates a lot of false breakout, we know that there is a lot from which side the liquidity has come, and we can use that in terms of directional bias. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so it is important to see. Okay, so you see some some volatility coming. Okay, so spike up. Let's look at the daily. Let's mark the daily high. Okay, it just gathered liquidity again. Okay, so still the direction you can see is still moving in a side. It might do a little more time like that. the market started to getting volatile now. Now trading in that situation will be a bit more risky. So what's the spread in gold now? Okay, so spread is varying much. Okay, so it has broken the high again. So the spike is up. Spike is up. So basically deviate from this resistance line. So because we see that strengthening on gold, let's see what other instrument is being impacted. For the USD/NZD, if we look at AUD/NZD, okay, so AUD/NZD we could see further. Let me see the daily. And so AUD/NZD might, okay, because long-term bull, we might see that is spike to the upside on AUD/NZD. So we'll be looking at that. Eurojpy. So Eurojpy trade that we are running, Eurojpy is still showing potentially downside, so we'll keep Eurojpy running. As we see that on the daily, it's almost closing the daily candle, and there is a probability for Eurojpy to be downside, and we'll be closing out AUD/NZD at entry, as there is a probability for AUD/NZD to bounce up, as we see that strengthening on gold. Okay, so closing out AUD/NZD. Okay, so AUD/NZD, we could see that drop, or we could see again moving up. So you closed out at entry. Now Eurojpy, it's running in profit, and we'll keep that running. All right, Eurojpy, I still think that it's gonna come down, so we'll keep that running. So let's go back to the gold. we see that spike up already. This is the 15 minutes candle, and it's crucially important to see how it is closing. Okay, from the daily on gold, so far might form a doji at the top on the 5 minutes. What's your opinion, guys? We see that a spike still very volatile. Gold, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Coach, please USD CHF. Okay, dollar Swiss franc will be below. Okay, very good. Yes, gold. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Jerk. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do a lot of videos that explaining everything. Thanks. Thank you. We had a trade pre-London session. At this point, still no trade, because we need to see a bit more clearer price action. You can see at this point very volatile, and we need to find an entry. Gold, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. We sell 1985. Okay, so you can see now, after forming this doji on the 5 minutes, this is a where did it heading here? Okay, it is possible now for to come down again. This is what happened during the FOMC. The price action is still not making much sense, but I think now you can see after breaking this high, It's trying to again create a bearish price action. There is a probability for because if you look at the daily, the price already has made significant movement to the upside, and it is possible the daily candle to close below this level. Ten minutes to go from 1 hour candle. This is the neckline here, the price testing this level here. Okay, if we look at this previous resistance turning support. Now if this is a fake move, this is the 15 minutes, we could see that the price is coming back down again, closing back down below. Then we might see that downside movement. Otherwise we need to wait to see. After multiple retest, we'll be able to see how this candle is closing. This is a very important level here now, this neckline above this long wick candle. All right, if it managed to retain above this level after multiple retest, you would see that another spike to the upside. So now determining how it will do, this is the previous resistance here, turning support. We need to see a couple of more candles. If we see the price penetrated this, gathered liquidity, has formed a very strong bullish action, price action, we can look for buying. This breakout is a bullish breakout, and this doji on the 15 minutes, this is a very important candle. As the price has broken towards the upside from this level, from this previous resistance, turning support, we should be able to see if the price rejecting this level 1972-73 couple of times, we can look to see buy. If it is a fake move, we might say straight come back down and trending to the downside. Trend is up yet here on the locally, so we need to wait a little more time for the price action confirmation. Then we will be entering the trade as soon as you will see that entry. Guys, keep in mind that trading is all about patience. As FOMC released, we have seen potential breakout on gold. Now if it maintains that breakout, we will see in the upcoming 2 days potential bullish. As this is the last week of the month, there is a monthly candle close, and it's very vital to see in fact where the candle is closing. This is the monthly candle, and there is still probability for a spike, but in case gold is maintaining this locally bullish structure, we'll look for buying opportunity. I hope that guys you enjoyed this live session. I will still be until the daily close to see which way the market is heading, and then if any trade coming along the way, definitely I'll be sharing with you. And I hope that you enjoyed this live session. Let me know in the live chat what's your last opinion now. What do you think that gold do you think that the gold will remain this above this resistance and moving up, or it's gonna come down again to the daily support? So is there some very important question? We trade based on the price action, so we need to see the price action confirmation, then we can look for entry. All right, so with that said, I hope that you enjoyed this live session. If you find value, give a big thumbs up and stick to the channel. Guys, we do open quite a few frequent live trades. Now you can see the price trying to break again to the downside. We need to see that the price is respecting this level. In case if it is coming back down again, that's a fake move, and then we might see the trend to the downside. Now if gold create this one as a fake out and breaks down, I will be definitely selling gold. If it's maintaining that level, then we will see, because overextended to the upside, if it fails, if it creates this as a fake out, there will be a lot of potential for this price to drop again, because we saw a liquidity grab here, here, and if it is also a liquidity grab, then that will be potentially bigger move to the downside for lower time frame perspective. If it is, you can see it will try to test multiple times, and if we see that long wick candle multiple times, then we can look for buying opportunity in that market. So let's find out how it does. And in the meantime, if you want to join us, you can join us. I do share all my trade with entry, stop loss, and take profit. And also, if you want to join a regulated broker, we recommend about trade. They're our recommended broker, and they're regulated by ASIC and FCA. So ever trade, regulated broker, you can I can give you a link in the live chat. You can click the link and then register for free. Start trading with a regulated broker. Dollar yen went down. Let me see the dollar yen. So if you can see, if gold make that fake out, then definitely dollar yen will be to the upside. Let me see the dollar yen. Where is dollar yen? Okay, so dollar yen showing potentially downside, so there is a potential for gold to upside. Now you can see dollar yen, there was a drop correction. It is in another trending phase. Dollar yen, you can see here, we saw many times it gathered liquidity from the top and then trended a drop correction. It is in another impulsive phase to the downside. If you look at the daily, we can see that dollar yen, there was a big drop correction. It is in another drop on the daily as well. So there is a, for me, dollar yen is potentially downside. If you look at the 4 hour, you can see that downside movement on dollar yen, and I think dollar yen might come back down, or at least we can expect it to come back to the lower time frame support level. And because dollar yen is in a downtrend, so we can expect it to gold to be in an uptrend, and all the USD pairs potentially up. We see that euro dollar had a pickup after FOMC. You see this, it has crossed this doji's low. So we see that all the instrument now started to reverse, especially the USD pairs. This is what the most important part. Gbpusd also started to reverse. So we saw the potential directional bias. We closed a USD at entry. We might see that drop. Eurusdjpy is still, I mean, downtrend, in a downside. So NZD/USD, euro dollar. Okay, so you see that potentially they are trying to reverse. Now euro dollar, you can see this is a neckline, very important level, and this candle on euro dollar, still 2 hours 2 minutes to go before the daily close. This is a bullish candle. If it closes like that, we might look for buying opportunity on USD pairs, including the NZD/USD. And yeah, there is a potential for USD pairs to be bullish. Okay, so JPY pairs looks down, and you can see dollar CAD also, after breaking this liquidity zone, trying to drop. Now dollar CAD long-term picture, it's a downtrending market. So dollar CAD is, you know, if DXY is getting weaker, you can see here, after breaking this high, DXY now started to drop. So if it drops, it formed this head and shoulder breakdown retest. if it is dropping, then we could see that all of them is to the upside. All right, so gold showing promising price action now. Let me see. Okay, so this 5 minutes candle, from the daily, gold already has made significant movement. There is still probability for further upside, but it already made significant movement. So though it is in an uptrend, we can look for a bit better price. I think gold, you can see, as I mentioned earlier, from this resistance and support, it's forming that bullish price action. So there is a probability for upside, but still the price already has made significant movement today. So I'll see a little better price. So we can see that gold is upside, and so that could lead DX dollar yen to the downside. We see, okay, dollar yen, yeah, sharply coming down. That will lead the gold to the upside. All right, guys, we'll keep watching. Be patient during the news. The most important part of news is when you look at the price action and then wait for the market to give you a direction, because during the news there is a lot of dramatic movement that sometimes might be difficult for you to predict. But once you are you are observing the price action, you'll see that a lot of breakdown, and then finally it will find its direction. So gold from 1 hour has formed a bullish candle, which is in the direction of the major trend. Okay, so price action looks bullish, so you'll see that gold potentially going to the upside, guys. So okay, so I will come on live again twice tomorrow in pre-London session as well as New York session. Until that, I will still keep trading and watching the price action for the best trade possible. And I hope that you enjoyed this live session. Euro dollar and all of them, potentially we could see that movement to the upside until the daily close. Then I will keep you updated. Thank you. Let me see. Gold. Okay, so we see that I think now we'll see retest of this level, and then we'll be looking to buy or sell based on the price action. So thank you for that. I hope that you enjoyed. I will see you again, guys, in the next session. Until that, stay well, stay happy, be patient with your trading account. You have seen that we had a very good trade early today, and I want to keep that profit. This is how it is. You'll see that over trading is a major major killer of trading account. This is how trading is. Patience is the key, okay? Because we can take a trade and then give away what we have gained, but the smart trader who are the most patient, until we see that our trade is not satisfying the rules, will be patient, okay? That's how you can develop that patience and keep the profit in your trading account, and then you can grow as a trader. Thank you. Until that, I want to see you later tomorrow, and also stay well, stay happy. Thank you for joining the live. See you.